Hello everyone, I'm Uberswe, and in this video we will be building a house with an elevator. This is the third build in my 30-day Create Mod build challenge, which is a challenge you can participate in. Here's a list of all the different things I'll be building as part of this video series. I'm also including a link in the video description below to the mod pack that I'm using, and it also has this map and a chart of all the builds. Previously, we built a Create Mod starter house and an iron factory. And after this build is done, I will be doing another 27 builds. I'm building in creative, but I will keep everything I do survival friendly and explain things as I go. My build will stick to fairly basic materials, and everything I do has to fit inside this 25 by 25 plot here. So let's get started with the layout. I want this house to have a bit of a porch area on the outside, and inside it will have a fireplace and of course our elevator. By the way, if you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe and consider giving this video a like as it helps me a lot. Also, if there's anything you would like me to make a video on, please do let me know down in the comments below. Towards the end of this video, we will also be taking a look at builds built by members of my community to give you some different ideas on how you might create a build with an elevator. Yeah, so this is the basic setup of our house here. I'm imagining that I will have a bottom floor, a second floor, and then like an attic floor, and our elevator will go to all three floors here, and it's going to be right here in this little area that I have. You'll be able to go in here and use the contraption controls, and then you'll be able to go up to the floors above. So let's go ahead and set this up. We're probably going to need the actual elevator pulley to be a little bit higher, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And our elevator pulley would probably be right here. So we can go ahead and place that. So elevator pulley, and that's going to go right there. And we can also rotate this pulley. I think I'm going to have our power coming from outside here. So we'll go ahead and rotate that just like so. Then we're going to need some redstone contacts. We'll need one on each floor and then one on the elevator itself. I imagine the best way to do this is going to be the floor of our elevator here. So we'll put one contact there, make sure that it's flipped so that the contact itself is facing outwards. And then we'll have another one right there. And we'll also rotate that so that they're together and you'll see them light up. And now on every floor where we want the elevator to stop, we're going to need another contact. So I'm going to put one through this log right here. And we're going to rotate it so the contact is facing outwards. And then we're going to need to do the same thing here. At this level right here, we'll need another contact. And we'll make sure that it's facing the correct way. And then we can remove these planks here. And this is our basic setup. And I'm just doing a proof of concept now. We are going to decorate this more later. For the time being, we're just going to glue our floor here. So this is going to be the elevator floor. And I'm also going to get some contraption controls here. And we're going to put them right here, facing the other way, just like this. And we'll go ahead and glue them to our floor, just like that. Very, very simple setup. And now we need to get some power up to our elevator pulley up there. And I think the easiest way to do this is going to be with a water wheel. But to do that, we're going to need some cogs here just to kind of speed up how fast it's going. But first, we're going to place a shaft and then a gearbox. And I think I want to run this on the outside of the building. So we'll have this going down and it will be underground. And then we'll hide this down below, sort of like we did on the previous build with the iron farm. So we're clearing out a space here. I don't want to go too deep, but deep enough to hide the power source here. So here at the bottom, I'm going to clear out a space. We can leave a few blocks here. Like so. We can actually take this, and then we're going to get a water wheel and a water bucket, and we'll place our water wheel just like so. And then here in the corner, we'll place our water. And that will give us 512 SU that we can play with, or that we can use to power our elevator up there. And then what I'm going to do to speed this up, remember every time we go from a large cog to a small cog like this, we double our speed, and we can use casing so that we can stack cogs on top of each other. So here we're going to go large cog to small cog, and then casing, and then we're going to go large, small, casing, and then a final one, large, small, just like that. And now hopefully this will also give us enough power to power our elevator pulley. You can see it's using 256 SU. So we could actually go like one higher here, but I think this is going to be enough for now. And then we can use some casing just to cover this hole, and we'll put back our grass so that it's not really visible where we're getting our power. And now we're ready to test out our system. So to get this working, we have, of course, used super glue to glue the bottom here. If we hold glue, we can see how it is glued. So I've just glued this platform and then glued the interface on there. I haven't done anything else. And then we set up our redstone contacts here. Right now they're just floating, and we'll decorate them later and like integrate them better into our build. And once you have that, once you have some power to your elevator pulley, you can just right click on it and it should connect to your elevator down below. Now, it's not super pretty to have it connect just here on the plate. So we're going to change our elevator later. But for now, just for testing purposes, I think this will be fine. And we're currently on floor 0, and we can go up to the first floor. And we can now see that our elevator is working. And then we have the second floor here. And we can go down again to floor 0. And if you don't like the naming here, you can always go and click on the elevator contact here, and you can actually change this to floor 1 here. So now you'll see this is 1, and then we actually have 1 floors. So we could change this to 2, and you could change this to 3. You could also name this, I think, like B. I don't think you can put, yeah, it's 4 characters. So you could have this as 3. But you could put like attic, and this could be like upper floor. And this is like entrance floor. And then you'll see it says entrance floor, upper floor, and attic. So you can do that to add some text to our interface here so people know where they're going when they're using our elevator. And then if you want to redecorate this and change stuff, you can just go up again and right click on our elevator pulley, just like that, and it will disconnect, and now it's no longer usable until you decide to connect it once more. So that will allow us to like change the lookout. So now, for example, if we wanted to add a pillar here, we could glue that down just like so. I just said as an example, and then we right click on our pulley again with a empty hand, and now it's connected to the pillar instead, but it's still gonna function the same way, even though we like decorated this a little bit. Oh, I guess it can't go all the way up because, interesting. Okay, so we broke it. It's unreachable. It actually says that on the interface. Very nice. So yeah, I guess you can't decorate it too much. It has a limit because this pillar is too tall to actually allow the elevator to reach the floor. So I guess that's something we have to keep in mind when decorating. So we'll remove this for now, and we'll remove this as well, and we'll remove the super glue. And yeah, now we just gotta build a building around this. Okay, we've made some good progress on our house. I do have some lights for the interior so that it's not completely dark in here. I do still have some decorating that needs to be done, but I wanted to get the elevator working so we can make sure that it's working correctly after we have decorated it. So we have each floor here, and I put down some pressure plates here. And now what I want to do is I want to get redstone links, and we're going to use redstone dust as one of the frequencies. And I think redstone contacts as our main frequency. For the rest, we'll just use dyes. So I'm going to have one floor will be blue and one floor will be yellow. So we're going to have red, blue, yellow. Actually, let's change that to red dye just to make it make sense, I guess. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. So we're at the very bottom under these pressure plates here. And then we're going to put 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make the first floor the red floor. So we have two signals here. You can see frequency 1, frequency 2. So our frequency 1, the red one, is going to be our redstone contact. So we just right click in that one, and then we're going to have red as our blue frequency here. And then for the contact here, which is on the other side, so our contact is right below the stone here. We're going to have another redstone link, and I made a little path in here, and we'll just stick one there so you can see what's going on here. So we have our main frequency, frequency 1 will be the redstone contact, and then we'll have a red dye as the blue frequency. And then we need to wrench this in order to get this little white thing here, which is like a receiver. So now it's receiving signal from these three that we have here in the front under the pressure plates. And then we're going to get up, and we're going to put back our floor here. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other ones. So we have pressure plates here, and we're going to have redstone signals. Remember, our first frequency, frequency 1, is going to be the redstone contact. And then for the second floor, we'll have blue. And then up here on the next floor, where we have another set of pressure plates, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have frequency 1 set to the redstone links, and then yellow as our other frequency. And now we need to add those to the opposite side here. So the contact for the second floor is right here, and we'll hold shift so we can actually place this down. And then on the red frequency, frequency 1, will be redstone contact, and then we'll have blue on our blue frequency there, and then we'll wrench this to set it to receiver mode. Same thing here. We'll hold shift, place that down. Then we put redstone contact as frequency 1 and yellow dye as frequency 2, and don't forget to wrench it to set it to receiver mode. And now, if everything is working correctly, we should be able to activate this. So let's activate our actual elevator pulley by right clicking, and then we can be on the 3rd floor here, and we'll walk on these pressure plates and the elevator comes up. We can take it down to 1st floor again, and then we'll hop up on the 2nd floor, and we can see here it's being called on the 2nd floor. So it's working. And if we set this to go all the way up, just like that, now that it's up, we can walk on this, and we should see that it comes down, but nothing happens. Oh, I put the signal on the wrong contact, so I actually stuck the receiver on the elevator itself, which is wrong. That's not supposed to happen. See, we made a mistake. All right, let's just break in here through this window, and we will bring this down to the 1st floor again, and then we'll jump up and press this elevator pulley to fix that, and then we'll go down into our floor, and we'll remove this redstone signal, and we need to make another hole here, and then on this one, we actually need to put our signal. So as you remember, redstone contact is going to be the blue here, or sorry, redstone contact is going to be the red here. It's easy to mix them up. And then red dye is going to be our blue. And now we need to set that to receiver mode again. And hopefully I won't have to go down here. So we're actually going to cover this with a bit of stone, because I don't like having that hole in the ground there underneath. And then we'll cover this up as well. Move that out of our inventory. And now if we assemble this elevator, boop, and then we send that up to the attic floor like that. Now when we call on this, hopefully it should come back down. And there we go. So we have the actual elevator working, but now I'm going to disconnect this and do a bit of decorating, just to kind of finish up the house and the elevator, because it's only a oak slab right now, so I do want it to look a little bit better. And now we're done with our house with an elevator. I've done a bit of decorating, nothing too much. Interiors are actually what I find really hard, and using plants and stuff is also difficult for me, but I try to do a little bit. But basically, we have an outer area, like a patio area here, with some like a garden area, I guess you could say. So right now it's really unmaintained, but you know, maybe it's a place to keep a pet, like if you have like a dog or something and you don't want them to be loose and you would just want to let them out in the yard for a little bit to play, then you could have this as like a safe area. And yeah, I've mostly used cobblestone, andesite stone, and stone bricks for the walls. I added a little bit of mossy cobblestone here and there just to add to the accents. We have some andesite casing here, which is actually hiding our shaft. I think it looks okay. It matches well with the spruce. And for our roof, we have tile deep slate. And I decided to go with like a curved roof. I'm not super happy with this curve. I think other roofs I've done have had nicer curves in the past, but I wanted to give this a go anyways, and I think it still looks pretty good. It has like kind of a unique shape, and we have one large curve here and then like a smaller curve here for this side. And of course, on the back here, we have a chimney that goes through the roof and comes up here, and it has 2 campfires in there to generate the smoke. I didn't use any hay bales in there because I didn't want much smoke. And then along with the diorite that I have here, I've also added some birch wood, because I find it really unusual for people to use birch in their builds. And I've noticed you can actually mix like diorite and birch. So I thought that was kind of like a unique thing to do. And yeah, let's do a little bit of a tour, because I mean, we do need to check out the elevator, but first we can take a seat here, enjoy the patio a little bit. If we head inside, we have a nice little coffee table here, which is very easy to walk onto. I also did a bit of a floor here. I think this is called herringbone. I'm not sure. So just alternating a little bit of spruce and birch here. I thought that would make for an interesting floor. And then we have the diorite fireplace with some iron bars here, and then a bunch of campfires in there for the actual fire. Instead of having a window back here, I put some spruce fence here, as I thought it would be the back area. You don't really have anything to look at, so maybe you would have this like barred up or something like this. And then we have regular glass panes here. I do kind of like the style of the vanilla glass, so I didn't use frame glass on this one. And then, of course, we have our elevator, and all you have to do is stand on the pressure plates here, and our elevator will come down. And for our elevator, I've kept the oak floor, but I've added copycat panels here and some dark oak stairs just to kind of flush it out. And then I have hidden the panels under these trapdoors here so they're not as visible. I haven't like tried to hide them much, but they're a little bit more hidden than they were before. And then I've lined the inside of this area with stone and stone bricks just to make it look a little bit more sturdy. And if we head up to our second floor, I haven't done any interior decorating here, but we do have some windows here to give a little bit of light. And I also put up 4 lanterns, 1 in each corner. And then out here, we have a little balcony area where we can kind of look out on our town here. Right now, we only have 2 buildings over there, but the idea is to have 30 different builds in 30 days here. So hopefully this will be filling up and we can get a different view in the near future. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like. And there's also a little bit of a seat here where you can sit and enjoy the nice view. Now, if we head back inside, we can go back to the elevator, and I didn't realize this opens when I step on the plates there. That's kind of a miss on my part. Yeah, maybe I'll remove that and put copycat panels in there instead, but I didn't even think about that. And I guess this one has the same feature. Yep. So we'll probably remove those and put like dark oak copycat panels in there. So use a copycat panel with some dark oak planks or something. I think that'll be nicer, but I'll fix that later. So this is like our attic space. So it's the top floor. You do have windows here where you can look out and see the town, but this is meant as like a storage space or something. Not really a lot to see here. Just a regular room and then the chimney that goes up to the roof here. And now it's time to check out some builds from my community. If you'd like your build feature in my next video, make sure to join my Discord or check out my mod pack to find out more. It's also time to turn on shaders because, you know, shaders just make things look prettier. Alright, we had one elevator build submitted by FJ7G, and it's this pretty crazy elevator build here behind me. I actually had to paste it twice in this world because I've been having a lot of trouble to get this to work. As you can see inside there, that's the elevator. So let's go check it out. Now, this elevator is not your regular crate mod elevator. Basically, it has a bunch of contraptions. I mean, they're moving on the bearings back here. So you have these mechanical bearings that are moving these, and that's supposed to cause some kind of hitbox interaction. It's a little bit advanced for me even. Yeah, the only way I've been able to get this to work is to like run towards the middle here. You're supposed to just stand here, and then it's supposed to like kick you up. And you're supposed to get teleported up because of the hitbox interaction or something like that. And I mean, it's pushing me up, but it's not pushing me up through the floors. So what I've had to resort to is I kind of walk in towards the middle and jump, and then it like teleports me up. So that's been my, oh, I don't want to get on the roof. So this has been my temporary solution, trying to get this to work. But it's a really cool concept, and I don't know if it's like my PC just having trouble getting this to work or what it could be. I've been talking to FJ7G to try to figure things out, but I think I'm gonna leave it here and have this as the best example. But yeah, basically even the floor here is a contraption. So this is like tilted by 1 degree, just so you're able to like fly through it, I believe. And then this will only take you up. And if you want to get down, then you go through the water here. So this water is here just to prevent you from dying as you fall down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything is controlled by some redstone in here. It's quite complicated. I don't think I'm going to explain it in this video. This has to run at 256 RPM for it to work as well. But as you can see, it kind of lags a little bit as it updates here. So something is wrong with the delay here, and I'm not sure I know how to figure it out. I've spent like over an hour trying to get this to work. So we'll leave it here, I think. So thank you so much, FJ7G, for submitting this build. And if anyone else would like to have their builds featured in upcoming videos, make sure to check out the chart of all the different builds and join my Discord and check the announcement channel if you want to know what time to submit your build in order to have it included here. I've included a link to the schematic for this elevator down in the description below. This has been my third build in the 30-day Create Mod Build Challenge. In our previous video, we did a Create Mod Iron Factory, and in our next video, we will be doing a windmill. So make sure to check out my other videos if you'd like to see that. If you'd like to participate in the 30-day challenge, you will find the mod pack in the description down below, and you can submit your builds via my Discord, via cratemod.com, or via schematiccannon.com. Just use the tag 30-day challenge. If you like my content, please do consider liking this video and subscribing. It helps me a lot. You can also join my Discord to ask any questions that you might have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.